Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Allison Cruz, and slight trigger warning ahead, but I'd like to welcome you to Carrion. Now, I think it should probably go without saying that this is definitely not a game for kids, even if you aren't a child. If you are faint of heart or suffer from a phobia of gore, dismemberment, tentacles, small spaces, and, quite honestly, the crying screams of the viciously ripped apart scientists of this insane experiment, well, then I suggest you turn around and walk away, because we're about to spend the next 3 or so hours in this quote-unquote reverse horror game, where we are the ones who assume the form of the massive, slimy, slithering, decaying monster set loose to wreak havoc on these poor 8-bit souls. But it's a good time, so with that, let's get started by breaking out. So, here we are. We are actually a little bit adorable, and the way that we control is extremely fluid, oddly enough. We can cling to virtually any surface, but right now, we're just a little baby monstrosity, so we're gonna have to wait and scare these people. If we press left trigger, we can do like a little baby roar and kind of scare them away. Other enemies might be aggroed by that, but we're not gonna worry about it. Not a whole lot we can do at the moment, so let's continue through here and take a look. It's been a second since I've played through this in its entirety. This game came out in July of 2020, and it was just released on Game Pass, so I did play it on Switch, but this is going to be a little bit differently, I presume. I have turned off the HUD, which is like really invasive, but the problem with that is when you do, you get no dialogue or text or any indication that you can do anything. I just think it looks aesthetically better. Now, for our first victim. Excuse me, sir. Would you like to talk about science, maybe? So, this is a completely innocent victim, and basically what we have to do is just kind of touch him funny and then eat him. And that will regenerate our health. Was that our... Wow. That is worth 2 points. Alright, well, I nourished myself. That's nice. So I guess I could probably start off with the HUD, but I'll show a little bit more of that later. And hey, get my Game Pass achievements. Everyone, away we go. So you can basically just like wreak havoc on everything, and that's going to be a term that I'm going to be using quite a lot, because we just go through, you can bash people over the faces with vents or with each other, eat them up for health, and then just overall be a menace to all of these people. It's fun, and it's weirdly satisfying, so there we go. Let's go ahead and here by squeezing in, and let's activate this lever. There are going to be a ton of those, and just being able to keep track of them is probably going to be tough. Ooh, that one stayed alive. Oh, he's cheesing it. Uh-oh. Excuse me, sir, oh, why did you climb up that to run this way? Oops, okay, so I just kind of tumbled into him. That's fun. Right, so this, believe it or not, is actually the last room in the game, or close to it. Let's go ahead and head over here and save. These are going to be our checkpoints and places where, we are going to be able to unlock new areas with. And it's a good time. Yeah, so we just needed the one biomass deposit area to open this door. In other levels, you'll need, 3 of those to open the door to the next area. Sometimes you even have to go up to 6, and it's kind of annoying, but that's fine, because we breached the BSL-4 research ward, and welcome to the frontier. This is more or less a hub of sorts, and we're going to be coming back at some point as we struggle to find places to cling on to. But in each of the, I believe, 9 areas of this game, you'll see we have some stats up here. We are 75% breached for the research ward, with only 50% of the biomass samples lost. If you want 100% the game, you are going to have to bring all of this to 100, and we'll get into that a little bit more sooner or later. Heading to the left, we can't do much here. It's much, much later, but this is a very short game, so I am going to be kind of taking my time, I guess. We'll see. But right now we're just gonna kind of get a feel for moving around and destroying grates. Now, wooden barriers, somehow we can't do anything about that. Metal, A-okay. Wood, we're gonna need to be a little more powerful. But anytime you see that symbol there, that glowing square, that indicates one of 9 secret containment chambers where you can get upgrades to your energy, I think for other things. They're very useful, but a lot of them you can't really get until after the game, basically, at which point you don't have much of a reason to go back for anything. If we go up here, yep, that's the other side of that room. Let's go this way. So one of my biggest gripes about this particular game, aside from the whole HUD not showing the text when you get your new abilities and stuff, is the fact that there is no map in this game, and it's really kind of tragic how hard it is to follow what to do here. And there's so many rooms, so many different places to go, and I don't know. I wish they could have added something, you know, for being a quote-unquote Metroidvania light-esque game, which I hate to say. It's a shame there's no map. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and bust this open. And what are you gonna give me? You're gonna send me down here? Alright, let's go. Oh, biological threat detected. Stay alert. That's not scary at all. Oh, also a hint of things to come. So, the order is to shoot everything that moves and does not appear human. Alright, that really narrows it down. So this will take us to our next area, but we need to consume 3 biomass areas in order to open it and unlock it, so we'll hopefully find those. But our first encounter was a man with a gun, and that hurts, so let's just go ahead and take him out as fast as we can. Sometimes just flinging people against walls is enough to kill them, or you can just eat. So there you go. I guess I'll eat your feet too. Obviously we can also go into the water as well, but we can't head through more wooden barriers. I don't know what those are doing there, but hey, you know what? Take one of those. Geoformin through the building. Wonderful. Right, so 2 more of those and we will be able to proceed. And luckily, this game is like just straightforward enough to the point where it's gonna be easy. So just gonna launch a minecart at you. Oof, that sounded violent. Alright, so I don't think there was anything else over here. So let's head down through these one-way little passages. Oh, hi, you're here. Alright, well, there we go. It's kind of, sometimes if you get cornered with gunfire, you're probably gonna get wrecked, and there are very few invisibility frames in this game, so keep in mind that if you're getting gunned down, you should probably run. Alright, so we've got this here. Let's, nice. Oh yeah, there it is. Beautiful. Ooh, hello. Let me grab one of these. Yes, the biomass. Okay, so sometimes these will also take you to other areas, which is kind of interesting, but they do regenerate a good chunk of your health. But anytime we see one of these little containment things, we break it open and head inside. Ladies and gentlemen, our new form of DNA, which will not pop up because of the HUD, but we have obtained arachnoptesis. I don't know how to pronounce it whatsoever, but you shoot a cobweb to trap our victims or interact with objects. So for example, a lever right over there. It's not incredibly helpful, but it's still good for puzzles. I guess that is its main thing, because if you are, you know, pinning someone down with your cobweb, you are really kind of limited in what you can do. And we're back over here. So with our newly found ability, let's go ahead and shoot that and open the very slow moving door. And this way. Ah, okay. So a good opportunity to use this in combat. We could do something like this, leave him pinned down, but then we have this huge strand coming towards us, and it's overall not a great time, especially, you know, since it just pins him for such a momentary amount of time. But overall, not bad. Not bad at all. So everyone's dead, and there's a bunch of really scared scientists there, so that's not good. But let's go ahead and break through over here, and ooh, where does this take us? This takes us somewhere good, I would presume. Oh, hello. Sorry, didn't mean to catch you unawares. Let's go and touch the lever, and oh, that makes it so we get to go back. Cool. Once we get that last one. Although for whatever reason, I don't know why they decided to put that there. Weird. Guys, watch out! Oh my god, that was amazing. Alright, let's go back this way first. And let's go ahead. Are you okay? Oh, you poor bastards. I'm so sorry. Imagine breaking your back in an escape from this massive creature. Okay, so for our last bit of biomass. Oh, okay. I'm declaring this place mine. I'm splooging all over your office. Nice. So we can't head down there, and over here, if we try, this will lead us to the hazardous waste fill. And this is somewhere that we'll be back to sooner or later. Lots of wood there, so let's remember that. And let's go back this way. So once we have unlocked the way to the next level, you'll get all of these green exit signs that are now lit up, and they're really good in telling you, hey, this is how you escape. So kind of a cool little visual nod, but we're back here, so let's head in. Oh, machines can expire too. I know. So, as for the military junkyard where we just were, we are still missing the optional containment unit, and there's going to be, you know, basically just one per level that'll give us random upgrades, but we will be breaking some seals, but for now, nothing we can do here. Let's get out via this little pipe and go straight down. Where are you taking me? Ah, okay. So, can't do anything basically anywhere until we enter this. And what's interesting about this we are now going to be in control of a human scientist, which is kind of an unusual way of looking at this entire scenario, but we can basically do nothing as him. We have no way to shoot, no way to jump. All we can do is interact with things. And like I mentioned, if you are playing without the HUD on, no text whatsoever, but these are extremely straightforward sections. I would almost dare say that they're completely unnecessary, but we're gonna go head down here. And if you were to inspect, say, this moss, it'll say something to the effect of, oh, this is a weird science jargon, you know, but you don't get any of that on this mode, so good. All right, so I'm gonna go open the door for you fellas. There we go. Well done. And we're gonna go this way. So we're being followed by 2 NPCs and a drone. Not for long, we're not. Okay, so we do something there. There's light. And then we put C4 right there, but it's not gonna blow until our friend, you know, the demolition expert gives us the okay. So here you go. Cheese it. Watch out. That looks dangerous. There we go. Took him a second. Yeah, look at those physics, man. Aren't they grand? All right, get over here. Come on, you can do it. Okay, so now that we've made just enough distance, we blew it open, and, well, for the most part, that's it. That is our 1 of 3 human-controlled sections already. It's a flashback sequence, keep in mind, so interesting. So, yeah, by reliving the past, we are now enabled to move forward. So, let's go this way, and another switch. We don't get tired of that. And now that we have our new arachnophobia move, we can now do some stuff with this. So let's go back to the mines shaft and do this thing. There we go. Beautiful. All right, to the uranium mines we go. Yeah, just splooging all over the place, man. Okay, now this area is pretty interesting. Let's see, what do we get to do here? We get to kill more guys, and we also are going to be introduced to new variants of enemies. Here, stop it. You can, you know, sit down and be kind, or I'll put you in timeout on my cobweb. I'm sorry to say. All right, let's get out of here. So most of the time you don't need to clear the room of enemies. It's just generally a good idea to do that, just to, you know, not have them shoot you so many times. Also, let's go this way. Aha! Okay, so I think we do have only 3 of these we need to ingest in this area. There we go. Look at that. Look at the little dingle dangles. Oh, hello. Okay, so this is not really a trait that you're going to see yourself using all that much, but if you roar above water, right? There we go. Sometimes it will intimidate these guys and they'll come running towards you. Other times, not so much. So, use the grate as protection. Use this woman's torso as protection. And this guy, I don't know what you're thinking, but there we go. Okay, so yet another instance of that square. We're not going to be able to do that for a second. Hello. How did you survive that? Did you want to get up? Was that intentional? Something tells me maybe not. Maybe not at all. Okay. So what's interesting is a lot of this game will give you lots of options on how to take out certain rooms. They'll give you extra vents and a lot of different ways to just sneak up on these guys and take them out. It's kind of cool. It's definitely very novelesque, but it's still funny nonetheless. Okay. All right, let's go in here. Get a load of this, big boy. Look at that. You're going to be one with my safe space. Very nice. Right, let's head up and... here we go. Armored enemies. These soldiers, you will not be able to gain any health from killing them. The second we open this door, we are going to be at risk for getting wrecked. So I'm going to be a little bit careful. And let's see what we can do here. Because not only are they basically going to gun you down in a second flat, but they also have shields that will wreck you if you're not careful. So I'm just gonna go ahead and grab him and make sure he does not attack. Come on, come on, come on, Cobby. Oh, okay, that didn't work. But if you try to eat him, you can kill him, you just won't get health out of him. And you can use his body, fling it across his friend. Oh, nice, I actually got him. Yeah, that shield is kind of a bitch, you know? All right, here we go. I hope you guys don't mind if I swear in this one, considering, you know, the graphic content of this. All right, so we got both of them. That is not going to be the last time we see them. Instead, we get ourselves a new containment chamber. And interestingly enough, this one is called Shiforia. I don't know what it's called, but let me give you a better idea of what this looks like. Would it be under gameplay? Yeah, HUD visibility, on, off, sure. This gives us more health, and this is very important going forward because upon spreading the biomass, we now have different techniques at our disposal. So in addition to the extra health, Zephoria, damage vent covers and wooden walls, plus it will be able to slash enemies. So we can't go backwards, but we can now thrust ourselves against wood and make life terrorizing these guys all that much more easier. If we go down here, let me double check something. Don't run, don't walk backwards. Yeah, let's not go that way. Let's go through here and continue forward. What achievement did I get this time? Claustrophobia. All right, well, there you go. But depending on how much health we have will determine what skills we have. So right now we don't have the cobweb ability anymore. We have to downgrade our biomass in order to actually be able to use it. And that's where a lot of the puzzle solving aspects of this game comes into play. But sometimes you just want to go ahead and, you know, crush people, and it's kind of amazing. Did you survive that? Really, man? Are you good? Can I eat you? Thank you. So we'll leave this on for just a hair. I do think it's like really invasive, and I could do without all of the like the little icons and stuff, I'm sorry to say. Also, these guys doing a shitload of damage. So we leveled down. What are you shooting at? What are you shooting at? Do you see how quickly these guys just end your life? Okay, let's go this way and maybe heal up a spell. So basically you need to eat a full human to get 1 health back. There really is no negotiating there, but give me some of that. And we could also go back to the biomass and get some health back that way, but it shouldn't be necessary for a single schmuck, you know? All right, listen here, pal. I don't appreciate the way you brought me down to size. You humbled me, and I am not here for that, so let's cobweb ya, or not. Can I... Shoot, let me just do that. Damn. Okay, Lara Croft. Jesus. Thank you. Oh, there's another one. All right, so get these guys from behind and eat them up. Eat them up, eat them up, eat them up. Plus this guy. There we go. What a dummy. Cool. Okay, so we're set. Oh, there's people here. I'm sorry. Sometimes they'll just put like rooms filled with people, and there we go. Leveled up. We got our new abilities back. Sorry, guys. And that'll generally be a good indication of like, hey, you might need this ability soon. There is a third size difference, but we won't be getting that till pretty close in the game, so. The waste landfill below the military junkyard has not been breached. All right, so little subtle hints as to what we can do. So, let's go back. This will take us directly there because I do think the military junkyard is an offset of that area, so, oop, okay.